When coming out later in life, especially while in a heterosexual relationship, there can be a lot of guilt, a lot of fear, a lot of grief, a lot of sadness. But something that I want to remind you to keep in mind is that at the end of the day, you really need to do what's right for you. I'm going to elaborate on that in this video. But first, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Emily Better. I'm a late life lesbian life coach and a late life lesbian myself. I went on the journey of discovering that I was truly a lesbian while in a marriage to a man. Ultimately came out, got divorced, and am now remarried to a woman and helping other people navigate this journey. Okay, so as I said in this video, I want to help discuss why it's really important to do what's right for you and just something to keep in mind for this. So, I primarily work with women going through this and women who've realized that they're lesbians while in relationships with men, but this can happen for men who realize their sexuality while in relationships with women or whatever it may be. But often what happens is that there is so much guilt and fear and worry, by the person who makes this realization. Okay. And very often, they don't want to do anything to hurt their partner, but they want to be true to themselves. And so a lot of times they're trying to keep a peaceful situation, which again is all good. I think you still have to work together. This is a very delicate situation. But when I was actually having a meeting with women on this journey and talking through some of these things, something came up and something that I have experienced with this and that other people have shared is a lot of times, women will continue to try and sacrifice what they really need to keep the peace, which can often look like, you know, delaying filing for divorce or delaying moving out or, delaying putting themselves in the dating field or could be a whole variety of other things, but in some way they're sacrificing what they need to try to keep the other person as happy as possible. And this is something that can even happen potentially for the straight spouse in the relationship. Sometimes the straight spouse is trying to be so helpful and so supportive and so giving that they sacrifice what they really need in the situation. So, for truly both partners in this situation, just always keep in mind that it's okay to do what you need for you. An example of this is I have seen women who are going really slow and taking their time and, not really making a lot of progress on separation, all of that, because that's what their husbands have wanted. And they feel bad. And so they want to honor that. But then all of a sudden, the husband actually goes out, meets a woman, and then all of a sudden wants to be divorced, separated, moved out, all that right away. So the care and concern that the woman was potentially giving the husband just kind of gets forgotten about when the husband decides it's what he needs and boom, that's it. And I've seen the opposite happen too. The straight partner, I'm just going to say the husband in this situation because that's what I work with, is very kind, very sympathetic, very understanding, you know, taking his time, even though he's hurt and grieving, to try to be so supportive of his wife going through this. But then I've seen women that just meet somebody, get married, move on, and the husband is just left sad and overwhelmed because he was trying to be so supportive and felt like those efforts weren't acknowledged. And this is a very difficult and overwhelming situation, but again, is why I come back to making sure you're doing what's right for you. Women, if you need to move things along faster, if you need to file for divorce because you just can't keep living this way, it's okay to do it. Men, straight spouses in this relationship, if you need to file for divorce, you need to move out, you need space because you just can't keep living in this situation, it's okay too. It's okay to advocate for your needs, okay? Now, that being said, I completely support advocating for your needs, doing what you need to do for you, but you can still do that in a way where you are kind and you are understanding. It's easy to get hurt feelings and get upset, but getting angry, and lashing out and doing things out of spite or meanness really isn't going to help either side. So it's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to express your needs. It's okay to say what you want, and it's okay to follow through with that, but doing it in a way that is kind and understanding. Now, I know this again is a really, really hard and difficult situation, but I do hope that it helps either partner in this situation sort of keep in mind that it is okay to do what you need to do for you. Okay. At the end of the day, yes, you had a marriage and you were partners, but each of you are your own person, and each of you can only do what's right for you. Often we so very much so want to do what's right for everybody, but at the end of the day, you have to take care of you. Now, women, if you are really struggling with this and looking for some support and some guidance as you go through this, I run both an online community for women realizing their sexuality later in life, and I offer one on one coaching services to help you with your specific situation. So there's links below this video with more information on that. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe or share this with somebody that you may know who is going through this. And I'll see you in the next video.